Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. I'm Brian Winnikins from the NAFB Convention, and thank you to our sponsors, including Alcivia Co-op, Compeer Financial, Annabis Silo, and Osteoplastics. Ryan Yates from American Farm Bureau joins us. Let's talk a little bit about some of the things going on in D.C. And Ryan, wow, Republicans and Democrats get together for an infrastructure bill. That's a shocker.
It can happen. It is a rare sight, unfortunately not too often seen in Washington, but look, we had a great opportunity to find bipartisan consensus on infrastructure. Politicians have been talking about infrastructure for years now, with presidents coming and going, promising infrastructure bills, and unfortunately politics, as always, tends to get in the way. But look, we had an opportunity this year to get a bipartisan framework together to really focus on the nuts and bolts, take out the fluff and really focus on roads, bridges, crumbling infrastructure, locks and dams, digital infrastructure, rural broadband, and that's what this bill delivers. It came together in a bipartisan way in the Senate, and ultimately, with a few hiccups along the way, the House of Representatives was able to get that bill passed and signed by the president this week. So at the end of the day, this bill is a positive example of what can do when Republicans and Democrats can work together, and hopefully these dollars can begin flowing into the economy, upgrading our crumbling infrastructure, and make American agribusiness sustainable and competitive into the future.
Meanwhile, unfortunately, the IRFS seems to be, boy, they're just trying to find ways to torpedo it.
You know, it has been a struggle. American-grown energy is something that Farm Bureau supports, and you know, there's always going to be hiccups along the way, but we're certainly hopeful that we can find a path forward. And you know, as we're seeing record prices at the pump, we're hopeful that we can find some common ground and find some solutions that work for everyone.
Is it a surprise that there's actually been bipartisan support to kind of torpedo the RFS?
You know, it is. It has been a challenge. I guess that's about them. You know, we have folks in Washington that come from a variety of different perspectives, and you know, every administration, every Congress is going to have a variety of different perspectives and values, and unfortunately, you know, we'll continue to work with decision makers they send to Washington to try to educate them and push them back in the right direction.
Talking with Ryan Yates with American Farm Bureau Federation. Let's talk a little bit about some of the trade issues going on in D.C. I know there's a push to get China to complete their phase one. Does it look like we're going to even see any type of negotiation for phase two?
You know, we're hopeful. President Biden and President Xi did have that conversation earlier this week, and I would have loved to be a fly on the wall in that conversation for a variety of reasons. But, you know, the phase one agreement, we're looking at the trade agreements take time. And I think over the past few years we have seen success. We're looking at USMCA being put in place, and we're seeing positive results from that. China phase one, that was a big deal. That was a big commitment, and certainly we have plenty of exports that we'd like to see sent to China. But this is, you know, these negotiations do take time. We're hopeful. We continue to encourage Ambassador Tai at U.S. Trade Representative, and again, we remain hopeful that we can develop a long-term relationship with China, and certainly we know the demand is there, and we would certainly love to maintain that framework and continue exporting American agricultural products.
That is Ryan Yates. He's with the American Farm Bureau Federation. We are at the NAFB Convention. I'm Brian Winnikins for WRDN.